what's up? It's your boy CP the Creator from cpthecreator.com. Today I'm going to show you how to better fit your 808s and kick drums together in Ableton. It's not the end all be all, but it will help, especially if your only option is wearing headphones. Okay, let's jump into it. On my kick track, I'm using a decap kick. Let's just name that kick for a second. Okay, so you'll notice there's an EQ down at the bottom. I have that on the kick track. Watch what happens when I play the kick sample. Let's solo the kick. Now, if you look at the EQ plugin, you'll see the gray background jumping. Now, this is very key. This gray area is showing you what the dominant frequency of the sample is. So in this kick, it's below 100. I would look at it like that. For me to make it easier, I use these numbers at the bottom, 100, 1K, and 10K, and I group my instruments there first. So we have this kick drum. It's very dominant below 100. So I do not want another instrument, which is the 808 or bass, to be dominant below 100 hertz. Now we have an 808 track here. I am using Heat Up 3 for our 808 samples. Now you'll notice when I play that 808 pattern, the stock Ableton EQ plugin, check that out. Look at where the gray area is rising the most. Right now, we don't know that exact frequency from seeing this, but what we do know is it's below 100 hertz. So the kick and 808 cannot be this way. They cannot be the same. In order for them to both stand out, they need their own space. So what you need to do is you have to make a decision, my friend. You have to picture in your mind what you want your music to sound like. Do you want the kick to have the dominant bass title, or do you want the 808 to have that dominant bass title? Take your pick. Choose. Choose this day who you will serve. All right, enough of the corny religious jokes. So in my case, I want the 808 to ring out. I want Heat Up 2 to win. Let's program an 808 pattern. All right, let's take this kick. Let's spread it out a bit. We'll make this really simple. Holding Control D for duplicate. It's Command D on Apple, Mac, Control D on PC. Nope, that's wrong. It should be here. I can already tell in my headphones that these two instruments, the 808 and kick drum, are fighting. And then if I look at my master bus, it's in the red, it's clipping too. Something else you can do, if we mute the kick, check out the master bus with the kick muted. The meter isn't jumping into the red as much. Let's try the kick by itself. The kick is. Okay, so we know that kick is very hot. We need to tone this kick down. Let's mute the kick. Let's go to our 808 track. This 808 is living below 100. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create the kick so it lives above 100, right above 100, because I still want it to have that punch and some low end. We just don't want the sub from the kick to clash with the bass. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go to frequency 2, right below 100. I'm gonna dip it. Let's do some before and after. Before. After. Now what we took away, we will make up with the kick. So let's go to our kick. All right, let's go to frequency 1, and we're going to leave our shelving EQ. It's like a shelf, that curve. We want to leave that, and we're going to dip that right at 100, and let's see how that sounds. And I'm actually going to use the gray area of the EQ to determine how much we're subtracting. So let's take a little more. All right, what if we raise, instead of raising a 2, let's do this. Let's reset that. And I'm going to go back to 1 and adjust my Q. I'm always extreme with my adjustments so I can hear what's going on. So let's bring that gain up on that first frequency. Let's see how this sounds. Muting the EQ on the kick. So since we took that off of the kick now, I am going back to the 808 track, and I am going to boost the gain on frequency 1 below 100 hertz. I'm going to turn that Q down. And I want to come down a bit in volume too. I'm peaking a lot. And then we'll fix this right here. Okay, let's do it before and after. Let's turn off the kick, the EQ on the kick track, I should say. Let's turn off the EQ on the 808 track. Let's play it back. Okay, let's turn on the EQ on the 808 track. Let's turn on the EQ on the kick track. Play it back. Throw a glue compressor on this 808. Let's compress the kick just a wee bit. All right, now you're on your way to a better mix and a better low end, a better marriage. Let's throw a snare in there. Yeah, so it's always better to do this on a set of monitors with a sub or maybe a sub pack. But if you don't have that, this is a great alternative to keeping your music clean. All right, CP the Creator from cpthecreator.com. I almost couldn't say that. See you in the next video. Make sure you subscribe and click that bell notification so you can know when I upload the next piece of content that's going to get you closer to making good music. All right, later.